Ted Cruz has come up with a surprisingly effective, in my view, attack on Bernie Sanders that could drive away those who feel some similarity to Bernie Sanders, who feel like his political philosophy is the right one, his view on American politics is correct. And that strategy is to say that he agrees with Bernie Sanders, making me question my support for the man. I think I'm a Hillary guy, actually, now. But anyway, this is exactly what Ted Cruz said. I agree in many ways with Bernie Sanders. I enjoy watching the media folks. They're very puzzled when they say, "Gosh, Ted," nobody says gosh, "you sound exactly like Bernie, saying it's all big money and lobbyists and corruption." Well, you know what? That's right. It is. Washington is corrupt. Sanders, by Cruz's description, wants to fix Washington by creating even more Washington, which he said is nuts. That's the differentiating factor. But we noticed immediately after Iowa that Marco Rubio and Donald Trump started talking more about Bernie Sanders. Now even Ted Cruz is. Yeah. Like, they're having to take notice of him. I just don't like when they take note and then say, we're the same type of person.
Yeah, they couldn't be more different.
How are they different?
So I looked into campaign contributions for Bernie Sanders as well as Ted Cruz, because I was curious to see, you know, what types of organizations fund Bernie Sanders, because he has received some campaign donations from organizations, but they're mostly unions and you know, labor organizations and things like that. With Ted Cruz, someone who says he's in line with Bernie Sanders when it comes to government corruption, he received almost $1 million from oil and gas companies between 2011 and 2016. This is according to OpenSecrets.org, which you guys should check out for yourselves. From the securities and investments industry, he received $758,427. Remember, this is only in a 5-year...
Did he have to give speeches to get that $750,000?
As far as I know, probably not. But again, this is during a 5-year period. That's it. Almost $1 million from oil and gas, $758,000 from securities and investment, $69,350 from the Wood Forest Financial Group, which was another huge donation that I saw. Look, you're enjoying that corruption, homeboy. Like, you love it. You love it every day, right? So don't stand there and say like, oh yeah, Bernie, government corruption. I know that this is a popular point of view, so let me go ahead and piggyback off of that. No, you take advantage of the same system. You love it, and you're not doing anything to try to reform it. If you got elected, you think you're going to be a champion of campaign finance reform? Hell no, that's not what you're interested in. So don't take the one thing, not the one thing, but one of many things that's, you know, helping to catapult Bernie Sanders to where he is today and try to take it as your own. It's not your policy position. You're a liar.
Yeah, and the big lie is he says it's all big money and lobbyists and corruption. And I think that Ted Cruz does believe a little bit of that. I think partially because most lobbyists, aside from some of the, I mean, he's from Texas, of course he's going to get the big oil money and everything. Like the Republican establishment, and I know, as Ben says, nobody uses that term, I guess, they don't generally like him. And so it's a little bit easier to be an outsider when the inside doesn't want you. But the idea that he's, simply because, as Anna pointed out earlier, he did try to shut down the government. There are some ways where he is different than other Republican senators. He is a little bit truer to some of what the Tea Party says they want, although we can get into what the Tea Party says they want about Wall Street. They don't actually get it from their politicians. But he's a guy he was working 15 years ago on George W. Bush's presidential campaign. The idea that this guy just came out of some gully in Texas and decided to run, he's been involved this whole time. He went to Harvard. This is a guy whose wife works for Goldman Sachs. They're involved in this. And so the idea that simply because you want to shut down the government and you also think corruption is a bad thing, that you're the same as Bernie Sanders, you don't show any of the same understanding of the way that the economic system holds down normal Americans, the way that it has largely robbed them of increases in income that they should have gotten over the past 3 or 4 decades. You don't show any of that understanding. You don't want to raise the minimum wage. You definitely don't want to reform campaign finance. He talks about big money. There, I don't even think he's pretending to say that there should be fewer overall donations.
Right.
And Bernie Sanders does get donations from some corporations. And you know what those donations can give? Roughly $2,500, because he doesn't have a super PAC. He raised a crazy amount of money, like $10 million over the past couple of weeks, because unlimited money can go to super PACs. I don't really mind if a rich person writes Hillary Clinton a $2,500 check. It's when they can fund unlimited amounts to the super PAC that becomes a much, much bigger problem.
Yes, absolutely. Because once that happens, then your vote doesn't really matter, right? You can elect a Democrat, you can elect a Republican. At the end of the day, they're not going to represent your best interests. They're going to represent the best interests of those who funded their campaigns.
Yeah.
Tens of thousands, in some cases, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And so Ted Cruz is a clown. And don't believe him for a second when he says that he's in line with Bernie Sanders when it comes to the issue of corruption.